Hello guys, welcome to another episode, or welcome to a new season. I think that's the right word. Welcome to a new season on Yinka's Muse. Yay! So this season we are going to be having both audio and visual content. Visual content to be posted on YouTube, and if you're familiar with this podcast, new episode of the podcast come out on Sunday. So you guys should subscribe, check out the channel, switch on your notifications, and get ready to be wowed this season. I think in July we're going to be a year. So that's good. That's good. We've been gone for like 2 months. The last episode aired in on March 29 rather, which was my birthday, and it was cool. It was quite short, but it was cool. My birthday was kind of boring because the lockdown had started. So I'm still expecting my gifts, for as many of you, yourselves, I don't want to start mentioning names. For as many of you are yet to send your gifts, because I had a gift list, even not because of this lockdown. Seriously, guys, this coronavirus, it messed up a lot of things, but let's just leave it there. Let's leave it let's just leave it. Let's talk about it. So before we delve into today's episode of the podcast, I want to hear what you guys have been up to, and I'm going to share what I've been up to. So I think the third week in the month of March, that was when the lockdown started here in Nigeria, and a lot of offices started closing down, started working from home. But I was still going to work. I had stuff to do. The internet was free, so I needed to go to work. Then the last week in the month of March, that was when like the total lockdown, the government announced it for Lagos State and everything, and I had to start working from home. And guys, it has not been easy. You guys been coping? As at the time this video has been recorded, the lockdown in Lagos, Nigeria has been shifted, has been adjusted. Some places are already opening up, and strict measures have been put in place on how, everyone to be safe, and, everything is going on. But me, I'm still working from home. My office, I don't know when they're going to let us resume yet, but it's all good. I get to do this video. So I want to hear from you guys. What have you been up to throughout the lockdown in your countries? What did you do? And I'd like to share mine. So I learned languages. I learned French. I'm still learning. So it's not like I'm a pro or like I'm fluent, but I learned French. I'm learning French, and I'm learning Korean. I know Opa. I know I know Oni, some of the simpler words, but I've not actually learned much more. I'm trying to concentrate more on French for now. So bonjour to all my French listeners. Yeah, I think that's appropriate. If you're listening to me, if you're from a French country, bonjour, hello, how have you guys been? So I'm learning languages, French and Korean. I'm also learning how to design. I started taking classes in UI and UX design. The world is changing, and I feel that at the end of the day, as much as we can always depend on other people for the things that we want, we can also, rely on ourselves. And I started thinking towards design because, my day job, I work as a digital marketing strategist, and a couple of times I also work as a content creator. So when I create content, so when I get freelance jobs where I get to meet clients and they want me to create content, we always have conversations like, oh, so can you design? And I'm always like, oh, I cannot do major design, or I can only do Canva design. So I just took it upon myself during this lockdown that, okay, let me start learning how to do design. So I started learning Photoshop. Yeah, I started taking classes in Photoshop. I started learning. I'm tending towards the UI and the UX design too. So I'm learning classes. I applied for a couple of scholarships, but I didn't get it. And I'm also learning how to use Adobe Premiere, because I'm looking at cases where I get to invite guests on the show to talk about various things, and we'll probably have to edit, make the lighting better, and everything. So these are the things I've been learning. What about you guys? What did you do? How did you occupy yourself? Anyway, that's all I've been, dealing with apart from work. And I know that it's been quite hard on everyone, due to the lockdown and the coronavirus. A couple of people have lost their jobs. A lot of salaries have been cut. I myself, where I work, my salary was cut like 30%. Yeah, so we've all been coping one way or the other. So I'd really like to hear from you guys. What were you up to all through this lockdown season in your countries? Because gradually all over the world, countries are gradually lifting their lockdown. So what have you been up to? And what are the things you're looking forward to? I saw a post this morning right before I decided to shoot this video, and someone, it was on Twitter, and they were like glimpse of like different pictures, like someone that bought a new house, someone that got married, someone who traveled, someone who did this, and they were like asking that after this lockdown is finally lifted, what are the things that you're actually looking to do? And I was thinking, I want to travel. How would you guys like for me to be shooting this video, like the beachfront behind me and everything, right? Excellent. I know. I want to travel. I was thinking, yeah, I need to make money first. Yeah, so those are the things. That's one thing actually I'm looking forward to doing after the lockdown has been lifted. I really, really want to travel. I've been talking to a couple of my friends about it. A couple? I think just one. Yeah, I'm really looking to travel. So what are we talking about today? Okay, so today I want us to talk about, right before we delve into it, a couple of things have been going on right here in Nigeria. If you have been following the news, if you're Nigerian or you're Nigerian in the diaspora and has been following the news, you know everything that has been going on from the rape cases. It's been very, very sad. Very, very sad. Particularly the case of Uwa and the other case that happened the other day of Barakat in Ibadan. It's just terrible. And this morning also, I also heard on the news that another girl, I can't remember the location, that was raped, and even her neck broke in the process, and like she's in coma, she's in the hospital. Guys, these news are disheartening. If you are a lady listening to me, what do you think? And if you are a man, I don't even know where to start with you guys. Seriously. Because when we have these conversations online, people say not all men are rapists. Yes, we know that not all men are rapists. But can you guys point out to the people who are rapists? Do you get? And I also feel that, there's this thing that they call bro code. Bro code. So a guy does something bad, but because you are his friend or because of this nonsense code, you cover up for him because you have to protect him. But it's wrong. When somebody is doing something bad, expose the person. There's no better word to say that. Just expose them. Because when you think, we don't have to start saying, what if the person is your sister? What if the person is your mother? Because you are attaching the importance of a woman to something else. First thing first, before somebody is a man or a girl or a woman or whatever, you are a human being. I really don't know what to say. I was having this conversation with one of my boss at work over the phone, and I was talking about it like it's just disheartening. Personally, I feel that rape cases should be capital crimes. So when someone is raped and the person is caught, or when you rape somebody and you are caught, capital crime for life imprisonment, or they kill you. And apart from that, they don't kill you. They should just, I think somebody said it on radio this morning that we should make examples of rapists. And I think that's very, very important. Making examples of rapists. So if they catch a rapist, once they amend the law, they should pluck out one eye and cut off one leg and destroy one of his balls. What do you guys think? I know it's funny, but I'm serious. Because I think if you do it for 1, 2, or 3 people, that's one of the things I'm suggesting. Then 2, there are some families where they rape. Maybe the father rapes the child. I was reading the news this morning. A girl was saying that a particular father raped a 3-month-old child. He was fingering his daughter. Even the thought of it is sickening. And I'm thinking that, and there are cases like this that maybe uncles rape nephews, nieces, different things, children being molested at different points in time. And then these cases get maybe activists. The police take notice of these cases, and then you see some family members, they go and meet these people and they say, no, want to settle it inside. Afeki aralegbo, I'm settle no. You see people like that, they should be arrested. I was talking to my friend yesterday. I was saying that families like that, families who cover up rape crimes, either because of shame or whatever, they should be arrested. Because at the end of the day, when someone is raped, you should not put it you blame the victim and say, okay, because of this, because of that. Today now, I saw a post of one useless, is it senator or whatever, I don't even know the position, but he's a political person, and was saying that rape victims actually play a part. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because seriously, you can never blame the victim, because some people are just animals for whatever. And rape cases I've heard of cases where a guy asks a girl out and say, oh, I like you and everything, and the girl for whatever reason says she's not interested, and the guy says, you are doing shakara too much, everything, and that they will catch you. Haven't you guys heard of cases like that? And even for some cases like that, some guys rape girls because they refuse their advances. It is that sickening. Some guys, they rape girls because they refuse their advances, and I can't even begin to phantom it. I posted a screenshot on my WhatsApp story some days back, and they were saying that there are a lot of reasons why women are afraid of men. And guys, there are no truer words than that. Because if as a lady like me now, when work resumes, or when before the lockdown, I leave home before 6 every day, before 6. And of course, when I'm walking on the road, I pray, I speak in tongues and everything. But at the back of my mind, guys, if I see somebody walking beside me or at my back and he's a man, I will stop. Or I will start walking fast. Or I will get somewhere that I know that plenty of people have. Because I'm afraid that anything can happen. Sometimes it's not even about work. There are days when I'm coming back from fellowship on Sunday evenings. I go for cell meetings. And we finish like around 7 o'clock max, and I'm coming back home. I used to pray that, God, please let there be light, so that at least, light will be flooded everywhere, and it's not be too dark, because it is scary. It is scary. And then when I shared that status when I shared that screenshot rather on my status, I saw people were talking about different experiences of where, even as men personally, maybe they were walking and there was a lady in front of them, and they saw how she was walking briskly. They had to stop because they knew that she was afraid. So, if not for anything, that just goes to show you that women are scared of men. Not just in one cases, there are lots of cases. Then those are just different kind of rapes that happen. No? Then we also have rape cases that happen in the home. Husband raping their wives. Wives raping their husband. You know that it's not only rape that, it's not only women that can be raped. Men too that can be raped. And I was watching a clip from this movie on Netflix, Pink. Guys, no means no. There's no other way about it. No means no. No means no. If your husband say he wants to do, and the guy say, I'm not in the mood. No means no. When you try to force her, or you try to coerce a decision, you're already raping her. And the thing is that people don't understand this thing. A lot of men feel that the fact that the woman is your wife, or even some women, because in both cases, women feel that because it's my husband, our body is mine. No, it's not yours, so don't even go and think it. It's not yours. Like, I'm just thinking about it now. Of course, the two shall become one, according to the scriptures. Yes, but no still means no. If I tell you that, it's not happening, babe, it is not happening. Bitch, it is not happening. And I remember I was having this conversation with my boss, and he was saying that if rape becomes capital crimes, does that mean that husbands will be jailed or sentenced to death? And I'm just like, because at the end of the day, no means no. If a man respects the fact that his wife says no, for whatever reason, just forget it. That means if you respect your partner, there won't be cases of your wife reporting you and you having to go to jail. Or there won't be cases of your husband reporting and you having to go to jail. Because your wife said no, your husband said no, and you respected the person. And I've been reading threads on Twitter. I can't remember the guy's name now. I think Otigba or something. And they were saying that he's married. Like, some of the conversation he has with his wife is that even when they're having sex, when they get to the place and the girl says stop, he stops. Hey, guys, there are no truer words, because you have to get to a place where you respect the other person. A lot of things just go into that. So that's just my opinion on rape anyway. And then we've been hearing cases of the Black Lives Matter. Thumbs up. I'm not in America though. I'm in Nigeria, but I have friends in America. I remember reaching out to one of my friends, I think last week, I remember asking her, how's she doing? Hope she's staying safe, because guys, these are trying times. And thumbs up to everyone. If I have American listeners, thumbs up to all of you who stood out, who represented all the blacks. I have been following the news, and I said a lot of things have been changing. All the officers that were involved in the Floyd case, they've all been arrested. They've all been tried. Some of them even got second-degree murder. And I'm following the case. I think this is our time as blacks, as American. I'm not American, but this is your time anyway. As a black person, as an American, whatever. Because there are protests in Netherlands, there are protests in UK. Have you guys seen what the amazing things John Boyega has been doing? It's been amazing. Because if we don't speak up, nobody else will. And you have to be able to speak up to the ills of the society. You have to get to the place where you feel that. Because one of the things John Boyega said in his protest speech is that he could even lose his career for these things that he's doing. But the truth is that if you don't speak up now, there are no other times you're able to speak up. Yeah, so I'm rooting for everyone, every black, just like Issa said. I'm rooting for everybody black, yes, and I'm also rooting for every other races. But in times like this where people are fighting the injustice in the system, I'm rooting for everybody. Oh, guys, so we're still on this show, right? You're still listening. You have not gone. I hope you're still here. Don't even think about it. Okay, so I wrote down my thoughts for today's episode. These are my notes. Yeah. So of course I have topics for each of I have all the topics for this season, and then there'll be like special bonus episodes. Let's call them bonus episodes. So topics that were not actually planned for this season, but maybe other things just came up and I felt, oh, I'd like to talk about this. I'd like to talk about this. Those are the topics those are topics that are going to be bonus episodes. I think I should take a breather. Next time I'm recording this, I'll have a glass of water beside me. Okay, so yeah, I'm going through my note, and I want to talk about. Are you guys following Insecure? If you are not watching it, what are you guys watching? if that's a series you should follow. If you're open-minded, you don't mind all the sex scenes and everything, and sometimes the cuss languages. But one of the things I want to talk about from Insecure today in this season is and this first episode. This episode has been like everywhere, because it's not like we're talking about a particular thing. We're talking about different things. Okay. I want to talk about the friendship between Molly and Issa. Yeah. If you have followed the story from season 1, you've seen how their friendship has blossomed, how their friendship has done well, how they've gone through all the man troubles and everything. But one thing that's been consistent in this season is that Molly keeps doing better than Issa financially. Molly has a good job. She's a lawyer. She has money. She stays in a nice apartment and everything. The only thing that keeps going into shambles in her life is in the relationship part. Issa is struggling both in the relationship and in her career. Sometimes she's up, sometimes she's down. But in this particular season, we see that she actually did well. The roadblock thing she wanted to do, she was actually able to do it, and it was successful. But then there was a fallout with Molly, and it caused a lot of uproar right before all these killings and Black Lives Matter and everything started all over the world with the rape cases in Nigeria, and the officer that, yes, I forgot, there was an officer that shot somebody in Nigeria. It's just terrible. People like that should just lose their jobs and be jailed. Anyway, back to the point. So I was thinking about it, because people were like, after the scene where Molly and Issa actually fought and they cussed each other out and everybody went their way. People are talking about it, that they are friends, that when they are doing better than you, that is when they feel that, oh, they can support you, they can be there for you, because they feel that some way they're in a high pedestal and they're doing better than you, right? But once you start doing better than them, they start finding issues. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced it. And I was thinking, I'd like to talk about this, because I actually have friends that are doing better than me. I'm not even going to lie. I have friends that are doing better than me. They have good jobs. They have more money. I think that's all. And then they travel. I've always wanted to travel, see the world. So I have friends who are doing that right now. I know the sincere truth. I'm not jealous. I don't even know how to put it. Because I feel that we should be happy for people. So, and especially if someone is your friend, you should want to see them succeed. And that was one question that Issa told Molly, that you knew I wanted to do this block party. You knew how much it meant to me. And then I told you to speak to your boyfriend who could recommend an artist, that will come and headline the show for me. You knew all about this. And yet, for some reason, you decided not to. And Molly was saying that because she chose a relationship over a friend. And I'm like, what the heck? I don't know how you guys do it. Because even if you are married, your friend will always be. I have friends I like to die for. I don't start mentioning names so that someone will not be jealous. Like, don't mention my name. But I have friends that are like everything to me. Of course, we have our ups and downs. We have our moments where we argue and everything. But at the end of the day, they're my freaking friends. And I would like to be the kind of person that show up. In fact, if you know me well, one of my love languages is showing up. It's very, very important. It cannot be overly stressed. It's very, very important. Show up for your friends. You don't have to cross somebody to do that. You don't have to fight somebody to do that. You don't have to stab someone at the back to do that. But show up. It's very, very important. Because when you look at the case of Issa and Molly, they are our case study. Now, Issa wasn't able to pull off the show, but she spoke to a friend that was supposed to be like the boyfriend in the last season, who knew Molly's boyfriend. And that one, when that guy, I think his name is Nathan, I'm not sure in the series. So when he spoke to Molly's boyfriend now spoke to the artist, and then the artist showed up. So the block party ended up becoming successful. And as much as Molly was happy, she was having resentment. And she was like, oh, you went behind my back. I'm not like, what the fuck? Because at the end of the day, you want your friend to be successful. And when your friend, when you start behaving like that, you're passing another message like, oh, I want you to be successful though, but not at my own expense. I want you to be successful though, but I don't want you to do it, using my people, because Molly felt used. And I was thinking that, how do you feel used? So they fought, everything, and they're not still talking. But in the clip for the coming episode I'll be showing on Sunday, yes, we saw that Issa was the one that eventually called Molly, like, okay, let us meet up, let us talk. And I was thinking, why in God's name does Issa still have to call Molly for them to talk? Because you embarrassed me at my own event, you made me, and everything. And I was talking to my friend this week, I think on Monday, I'm not sure. But we're having a conversation. I was saying that, guys, see, communication is a big deal. Even when you are friends with someone, if you guys don't talk, and I don't believe in the concept of sweeping things under the carpet that, oh, things will work itself out. I don't believe in that though. If there's an issue, you talk about it, you settle it, you move past it, so that you know that, okay, we can forge ahead. But if you guys start perambulating, just like Issa and Molly were doing, they were perambulating, and then the thing just built up till it escalated, then there'll be problems. Don't get to the point where you do fake friendship. Or you feel that, oh, this person is talking behind me on my back. See, guys, life is too short. Do you know how many people have died with this coronavirus? You know how many people have died? You now have one friend. You now be doing, she's not having my back. She's not. If you're even in a friendship that they don't have your back, what's the point of being in that friendship? What's the point of being friends with someone who is only there for you when they are doing better than you? But when it happens that with some luck of the universe, you now start doing better than them, for whatever reason, they feel jealous, they feel threatened. I really don't know. You just know. And a lot of people were talking about it when that episode aired, and I was like, yeah, this is something I should talk about too on my podcast. I don't have friends that I'm jealous of. No, I have friends that are doing better than me. I have friends that I feel like, oh, I'd like to do that someday. I'd like to do this someday. And sometimes I share some of these my desires with my friends. I'll be like, what guys, what do you think? We'll do this. I would like us to do this. I would like us to. I'm like, and they'll be like, yeah, sure, Inka, we'll do it. One day everything will, all settle itself out. And there's no room for jealousy because life is too short. There's no room to be saying that, oh, one person has this, one person has that. I'm somebody that, I'm not ashamed to ask for help. Oh. If I need help about something, I would ask you about it sharply. I will ask you. If you can help me, if you cannot help me, if I can figure it out myself, if I cannot figure it out myself, because I feel that life is too short, seriously. And so when and just have friends that have your back, do you get? And there's a place of growth. I'll give an example. So I have a blog. I started a blog before I started my podcast, of course. My blog has been going on for a number of years. It was first on Blogger, then I moved it to WordPress, and then I bought my domain and my host and everything. But when I'm trying to share a story here. So when I started blogging, I would tell my friends, oh, I blog, you can check out my blog, you can check out my blog, you can check out my blog. And then sometimes I'll be pissed that, oh, my friend didn't check out. I've talked about it on my podcast episode before. I'll be pissed that, oh, this person didn't check out my podcast. And they say they are my friend. And sometimes I'll be like, how can you say you're my friend? And I'm doing something and you cannot support me. You cannot check what I'm doing. You cannot share the link. You cannot tell people about it. You cannot recommend me. And sometimes there's a place of validation when you feel that what you're doing, your friends are not part of it. Even when you go for event, I don't want to use the word event. I can't find the word now. But when you go for all this kind of stuff where you go and meet like an investor and you tell them you have an idea. They want to know if you have started the idea. They want to know if your family has bought from that idea. Do they give you money to heart? Because I've had cases where some investors will be like, if your family has not given you money to start that business, or some of your friends have not given you money to start that business, then they don't see a need why they should also believe in that business and give you money to make the business blow up. Because at the end of the day, they feel that these are people closest to you and they should also believe in that thing that you're doing. So if they don't believe in it, why should I believe in it? And for me, that was a place of struggle because I had friends that they didn't check out my stuff. It didn't mean they did not love me, but I was hurt. But I actually had to grow to the point where, like these people don't support me. One of my friends, one of my baby friends, she say, Sainka, I'm not really good in all those reading stuff. And I used to be so pissed. If you're watching this, I'm no longer pissed. I used to be so pissed that what the heck? But I grew. That's what I'm trying to say. Because at the end of the day, it's not like they don't support what you are doing. They will show up when it is necessary. Maybe not just what you want them to show them to you. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. Like, I struggled in the beginning, but at the end of the day, I made do. And then people that came around. People that did not come around, but it was okay. Because as much as I would not lie, I want my friends to support me. I want them to listen to my podcast, my videos, listen to my blogs. I want them to share the links. I want them to tell people about it because when they do stuff too, I shop for them. I buy their stuff as much as I can, even if it is expensive. I'll make sure I save, and I buy it. Do you get? Because that is support. It might not be much, but that's what I'm saying. That's the case of Issa Molly. Because it might not be enough, but what are you doing to contribute? Because if I'm showing up for you when it matters, and I'm doing things for you when it matters, what are you doing for me? Because one thing I've learned when it comes to friendship is that friendship is not just a take. It's a give. And it's an exchange. It's like this. So as you're giving, someone is returning back. As you're giving, someone is returning back. But when you have a friendship where there's only one person that is giving, just like they'll say, is something like there's this proverb they say maybe when water is flowing into you, something, and then if you're not flowing out, it begins to stink, something like that. I can't remember. But I'm sure you guys get my point of view though. That have friends that support you, have friends that show up for you. Don't be the Issa and Molly in your relationship. Sometimes you all would do so well and you guys will celebrate together. And sometimes you all do so bad. That's just the truth. You guys will be going through shit in your various lives, but you still have to show up for each other. And sometimes there's no even doubt there will be some friends that are doing excellently well, better than you. Now, those friends should not feel like, okay, because they are doing well, better than you, they should not now show up, or they should not. That's when they want to show up to let you know that, oh, I'm doing well. What do you need? How can I help you? And stuff like that. But when it's now you that are now doing well, you're not start acting like a bitch. No. If you are a friend and you're listening to this podcast and you have been doing like that, stop it. It's bad. Stop it. It's bad. Okay. I think we've come to the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed this podcast, leave me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend. Switch on your notification for the next episode. I thoroughly have enjoyed shooting this. This was my first facial video for YouTube. I had always uploaded my audio content on YouTube, and I'm looking towards taking a different direction this season, creating both audio content for my audio listeners and visual content for people who would like to see who's talking. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave me a comment. I would really, really love to hear from you. Let me hear your thoughts. Whatever you guys have to say, I want to read them. Don't be too mean though. Try not to be too mean. Have a lovely week, guys. Cheers. See you guys next week. Bye.